What's up, ghouls and gals? It's me, Ron here. We said we'll be back, so we're back to talk some Doctor Strange. And once again, I'm joined with the hostess with the mostest, the Sorcerer Supreme himself, Mr.
Sid Retro 727.
Yeah, that's right, boys and gals. Yeah, like I said, we're going to be getting into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Before we get started with this movie, Doctor Strange was directed by Sam Raimi, and it stars Benedict Cumberbatch as the titular character, Doctor Strange, and it stars Miss Sexy Scarlet Witch herself, Elizabeth Olsen, and it also stars this clever girl right here whose name I cannot pronounce for the fucking life of me.
American Chavez.
Yeah, American Chavez, the actress playing American Chavez. And see, it's funny that you knew exactly who I was talking about because you're like, yeah, her fucking name is super hard to pronounce. Yeah, it stars her, and it also stars our main man, Wong, the actual Sorcerer Supreme himself, Wong. And
named Benedict Wong.
Yeah, Benedict Wong. Yeah, that's his name, right? Benedict Wong. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so that's our principal cast there. And yeah, man, let's just jump right into it, dude. What did you think of the Multiverse of Madness, man?
You know, I went into it with low expectations because I was like,
yeah, me too.
It's Doctor Strange. And I thought they were doing the cheap cop out where it was going to be Doctor Strange versus Doctor Strange. And that's like far from what they did.
Yeah, that's like 1% of the movie.
That's like one little side story mission that's not even in the grand scheme. Kind of is, helped at the end of the day. But I don't know, man. I don't know if it's because I went into with low expectations and it fucking like really went all over the place, man.
Yeah.
This shit was crazy. This was good, man. I really enjoyed it, man. I really enjoyed this shit. There was just so much going on with it.
Mm-hmm.
That you just got to kick back and enjoy the ride, man. And Sam Raimi knocked it out of the park, man. He killed it.
Yeah,
he killed it, bro.
That's the one thing I kept thinking while I was watching this movie. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ! I was like, I feel like I'm watching a 70s Doctor Strange comic book come to life, but it also feels like if Sam Raimi's fingerprints are like all over this movie. Like this movie is very fucking Sam Raimi, and it's really fucking nice to see Disney / Marvels or Marvel / Disney, whatever the fuck people want to call it. Finally like let a director like direct and be creative. Like they let Chloe Zhao do that in the Eternals, and that like didn't really work out. So I'm glad that they didn't get like cold feet and weren't like follow the fucking blueprint, Sam. Do what we fucking tell you to fucking do. And so Sam Raimi probably had to like swing his fucking horror dick around and be like, no, guys, like let me get this. I made Evil Dead, and they're like, that's true. He did make Evil Dead, and so like I can really see all the horror Sam Raimi influences in this movie. I mean, hell, they have basically an Evil fucking Dead Necronomicon in the fucking movie. Like the thing that Scarlet Witch is reading out of is basically like the fucking Necronomicon and shit.
The Book of Ashanti. Oh no, the dark magic book thing.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I dug this film. I really think that this is one of the most creative Marvel films that I've seen like thus far, like camera wise and just like idea wise, and it was just like fucking crazy. Like I said, it's like if I was reading like a Steve Kirby or a fucking comic book come to life. I mean, like a Jack Kirby rather comic book come to life.
Yeah, man, it was so dope. It was so much going on, man. It kept you entertained. You didn't really know which way it was gonna go. If it was gonna, you know what I mean? Like, what do you want? I don't know, man. What did you think about Doctor Strange in this movie? Like him,
Doctor Strange,
as a hero in this movie.
Doctor Strange has always been one of the more boring Avengers to me. No matter what they have him in, he's always been kind of boring to me. And Benedict Cumberbatch's performance as Doctor Strange has always been really fucking boring for me. Like even in this movie, like he feels like he's kind of like sleepwalking his way through Doctor Strange a little bit, but that's kind of like the Doctor Strange that we all know and like love at this point. So that's like it's on brand, but I feel like he doesn't really have to try that hard to be Doctor Strange. You know what I mean? He's kind of just like does an American accent and he's just like, oh, whatever. But Yeah, man. This film, I really have to honestly say, like, judging from the trailer, the trailer really sells you a totally different film than what this actual film is. I mean, Doctor Strange's name is up there on the title, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but this is a Wanda Maximoff movie. This is a Scarlet Witch movie. Doctor Strange
Yeah.
just happens to be coming out at it.
Yeah, that's one thing that's one of the negatives. Not even because this is a great movie, and Wanda Scarlet Witch in this is dope as fuck. But really, this is a fucking Wanda.
Yeah,
Vision.
this is a Wanda movie. This is
a
like a
Wanda
Wanda
Vision movie
season 2
with Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
but the writing is amazing as fuck. So.
Oh yeah, it's really good. I mean, the whole plot of the movie is really good, and the way that they like add in those horror elements is really fucking well done. Like at certain points of this film, I felt like if I was watching an Evil Dead movie, if I was watching like The Grudge or some shit like that.
This movie had the horror elements in it, and it was super dark, man. I don't know how they got this to pass as a PG-13, bro. They literally had like zombies who have their faces fucking hanging. Doctor Strange is crazy. They literally had like evil dark spirits chasing the evil spirit. They were like, Doctor Strange, you can't possess that body.
And then he was like, I do what I want, bitch. He's like, I do what I want, bitch. And they were like, oh, okay. They were like, oh, okay, never mind. Dude, that was cool, right? He did like when he went like that, he did like a Dracula cape, right? It was like, I was like, whoa. I was like, that's so fucking heavy metal, man.
It was so many hard. And then when Scarlet Witch was coming through the reflections,
through the water,
bro, that shit was crazy. But they had that grudge scene when she crawled out of the fucking TV, or she crawled out of something, a fucking mirror,
was like backwards like that, right?
Yeah, they did the whole CGI body twist with that shit, bro. I was like.
Dude,
I was like, oh, that's kind of scary. I was like, oh, shit,
yeah, that
she
was
really is
scary.
a witch. Oh, she is a fucking witch. This bitch is crazy.
I like that they did the whole like Freddy Krueger thing, that they could go in through like people's dreams and stuff like that. Like they were dream walking or whatever. I thought that was cool.
Dream walking. That was a cool aspect of it for sure.
Yeah, there was I know of Doctor Strange, but I was never the biggest Doctor Strange like reader of the comics, so I don't know a whole lot about Doctor Strange. So it was just really cool. I was like, oh, he can do that? Like he can go into people's dreams and like control them. I was like, that's fucking cool. I was like, well, that's a badass power. I was like, why did he do that to Thanos? I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of Thanos, dude, the one thing that I like that this movie like really demonstrated and really showed was that like Scarlet Witch could like solo Thanos by herself if she like wanted to. You know what I mean? Like if she knew that she had all that power, she could like kill fucking Thanos, like murdered the fuck out of Thanos.
Yeah, I'm so tired of that like story arc where there's like there's so much power, just don't know it.
That is a very
generic story arc. Oh my god. Okay, like fuck. All right, we know it's like a metaphor, you know.
I like that, but one thing I will say is I like that Wanda went the opposite, where they're just like, oh, you have to follow your heart, and she's just like, no, I'm going to the dark side. Like I'm gonna go with Satan, and that's how I'm gonna get all my fucking powers. Fuck all that other shit. I'm going to the dark side. All right, and like it worked.
Yeah,
like it worked. She was just like immensely fucking powerful. Like that's one thing I thought was really cool that they showed like nobody could legit stop her. Like even Doctor Strange was like, oh bitch, like I gotta fucking run. I gotta run from this bitch. Like I can't fucking stop her. He's like, what the fuck?
That was the dope part about it. But then it's kind of like the downfall too, because you're just like, okay, well, nobody can stop her, so
yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything, but you know.
Yeah, there's only one, and you know what? That's the one thing I knew right off the bat. I think a lot of people kind of figured that's how the movie was gonna end. Like it only gives the story, or at least Wanda's story, only one way to end, because like you said, nobody can beat her. Like nobody can beat her. Like she's literally like unfucking stoppable. Like you can't beat Wanda. Like you know, like you get apparently in this form, in this fashion, like she's like the highest pinnacle of the Scarlet Witch right now.
Yeah, Wanda was crazy as fuck in this movie, bruh. She was lit, man. And what's her name? Did a great job, man.
Elizabeth Olsen stole the fucking show in this movie. Her performance was just fucking awesome.
Her duality performance was really her duality performance was really good. It was really good, man. She was vibing with them kids and shit. I never saw WandaVision, so I didn't know that. Really that's like they're like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure they had like good acting, chemistry and shit because they did the whole show.
I like that they did the theme music to WandaVision. Whenever they showed her on screen, it was like like they played like the little like theme. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I remember that. I was like, yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't. I haven't seen the WandaVision show, so I was like, oh, I was like, all right, it's not a big part of the. You don't really have to, right?
Dude, I mean, what I thought was weird was speaking of Wanda, Vision didn't come out. Vision never once came out. Like she mentioned him one time, she was like, I had to blow a head into the one person. I had to blow a hole in the head and in the head of the one person that I love. And she's like, don't talk to me about like sacrifice and shit. And then she was like, you know what? That's it, Dr. Strange. She's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, she was such a badass, bro. She was just fucking up everything, bro. The body count in here was out of control. Like not this universe, that don't matter. Like she was dropping bodies.
Wanda killed like at least
dropping bodies.
Yeah, she killed like hundreds of people. Like she killed like at least 100 people.
At least 100.
Like in that first fight, she like murdered everybody like in that whole like vicinity except for like Doctor Strange and fucking Wong.
Yeah. I was like, bro, like what the fuck?
I like the way that one girl like we can go into like spoilers territory. We gave people enough time. It's fucking Wednesday.
Exactly, goddamn it.
When this movie's coming out on this review's coming out on Wednesday. If you haven't seen Doctor Strange by now, like I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Spoiler alert, we'll put it. You know.
Yeah, but that one part where they're like, oh, the book, you know, like the book, and then that one like chick that survives, like the bald-headed one, and she like stabs the book. That part was fucking dope, and she like gets it. She like it looked like a hardcore like horror movie scene. Like she stabs the book, and she just fucking like turns on fire. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, for real. She was like, not you, fucking Benedict.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go do it.
He's like, you're the main character, and also you're white. I can't let you sacrifice yourself. He's like, okay. He's like, okay.
Well, I think it was the Asian dude, wasn't it? I think because the Asian dude was gonna do it, and then she was like, nah, I got you. And then she went and did that shit. I think it was.
Yeah, she had to because he's a sorcerer supreme. Like she was just like,
exactly. You gotta. Yeah, you can't be supreme if you ain't got no pawns to jump in.
I like that. Wong is only the sorcerer supreme because Doctor Strange doesn't want to be it. Like he's just like, oh no, like I'm gonna be an Avenger. Like I gotta go do other shit.
Yeah, right. You're like, let me talk to the manager, and then like he comes out. You're like, nah, bro. Where's Doctor Strange?
Where's Dr. Susie?
Go get your man. Go get the owner, bro.
Yeah, man. Another thing. Speaking of the body count of this movie, you said it earlier, man. Wanda just kills everybody when she goes into that Illuminati room. I really thought the Illuminati was gonna like give her like a badass fight, and they thought so too. Like they came out with like their fucking chest all flexed and shit. They're like, Wanda, we could take you out if we really want to. Black Bolt can just like whisper and kill you, you know, like you're not a fucking thing to us. And then she was just like, oh yeah, with what mouth? And he was like,
wow.
And he like, fucking hit her fucking head and shit. And then like she said that gangster ass she said Wanda says one of the most gangster fucking lines in any MCU movie ever. Whenever Reed Richards is like, you know, like Wanda, I know the pain and whatever, and then she's just like, do your kids have a mother? Is their mother still alive? And he's like, yes, she's still alive. And he's like, that's good. They'll have somebody to take care of them whenever you die. And he's like, what? And she's like,
bam.
And he's like, oh!
She turns him into everything all at once.
Spaghetti yeah, he turned into a fucking hot dog. Like he turned into like fucking spaghetti, fucking Reed Richards. And then like fucking the only one, that was crazy. And then like fucking the only one that put up a real good fight was Captain Sexy Carter. She was like, I can do this all day, and she was just like, oh, shut up. You like cut her in half. That was fucking.
That shit was crazy. I was like, what the hell is she gonna do? Really? I was like, come on,
bro. Catch it back. I thought she was gonna catch it back. The shield. Like I thought she was gonna. Like, but she like didn't. She just went like.
Yeah, that shit. I was like, what's going on here? And then I saw that shield go. You hear that shield sound, and she's fucking like looking up. You like, damn, went horror mode real quick. That was,
she gave her a couple good like punches. Didn't she like punch her a few times? Right? Like she like
she was doing a couple combat moves and tried to run off and shit, and it just wasn't, you know what I mean.
It was cool when they showed like the Batman move, right? Like she was running like in the smoke, right? Like and then she was like gonna like try to like knock her out, but she was like, no.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I thought she was gonna turn her into a fucking shield.
I thought she was gonna explode her. I just thought she was just gonna go like fucking explode her like right on the spot.
Yeah. Then what was the other? Was it
Captain Marvel came in and was like, man, I'm gonna fuck you up. But that one was cool because they showed that Wanda was like, even like whenever she was meditating, right? She was like, oh fuck, like this bitch is strong as hell, right? She was like, what the fuck? Because like Captain Marvel like fucking knocked the fuck out of her, right? Wanda was like, oh shit. She was like, what the fuck? She was like, she's strong as shit, dog. What the hell?
Fucking when she fucking killed Professor X. Oh, that shit was wild.
Yeah, Professor X came out all like big dick swinging too. He was like, oh, I'll handle this. That's enough, Wanda. He's like, oh my god, I can't believe I have to do this. And she was like, oh, you die too. She didn't like break his neck. He like ripped his head in half.
Like she snapped his neck, I think.
No, he like got him from like the mouth and from here, and ripped his head into two. Like ripped like the head into two. Yeah.
Well, you just saw it like go like this.
Yeah, that's why he would like his head like went this way and that way because he was like got ripped in like half, like in two.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. That shit was wild.
That was badass.
Enjoying it. I was like, oh wow, I can't believe they did that because they got us all hyped for that shit. Like.
That was kind of fucked up.
They got the council, fucking the X-Men theme song comes on.
Yeah, like, you hear that? Yeah.
You see the little yellow wheelchair, and then he just gets murked, and I was just like, wow, they just killed. I've never seen that. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
They literally brought back a bunch of characters that people are semi-familiar with. Just to fucking kill him, just to be on Scarlet Witch's body count.
Professor X stays getting killed though, man. He's always getting fucking murked. Professor X, fuck, dude.
Bro, Scarlet Witch's body count's crazy though.
Yeah,
like, she fucking fucked up a lot of people. Like, not in this dimension or not, whatever.
In the universe,
she still fucked up like a lot of people, like
strong ass people. Yeah, some strong ass motherfuckers. Well, Captain Marvel, she killed Captain Marvel like hardcore. She like drained like her power, like she like that was fucking cool.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. I loved it. I thought it was so over the top. It was so OD. I was like, oh my god, like, bro.
Yeah,
but that's what makes it a good movie, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need all of these elements in it. Like, okay, we're giving you more. We're gonna stuff this fucking shit
to the
with so much shit in here for you guys. That, you know what I mean? Like, it's too cool. It's even the intro fight scene with the giant fucking octopus eyeball. That was dope as fuck, bro. That opening scene was fire. Yeah, when he was fighting the big octopus in the city and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Wong did nothing at all. Like,
Doctor Strange just came and was like, she like threw it. I do that, man. Even that fight was like a little bit dark for Doctor Strange. He ripped the fucking eyeball out of it, right? And he like threw it on the floor. Saying,
bro. I was like, oh shit. He fucking threw the cape over the eye and just fucking
he just like
and ripped the fucking eye out of the thing and threw that shit on the floor. I was like, oh, okay, Doctor Strange ain't fucking playing. And everybody in New York is like so used to this now.
Oh yeah, right.
New Yorkers is like,
they were like at a party just like,
Strange, bro. Oh shit, bro. Damn, they just fighting and shit again. Damn, what's up, man?
They're at the party.
You want a beer?
Like, like all nonchalantly, like watching him kill like this giant, like one-eyed, like fucking tentacle monster or whatever. Yeah. I was gonna say we talked about literally all the characters except for one character, Miss America, Miss America Chavez.
She was dope.
She was really cool, man. She could have easily been like a really like gimmicky like character just there to kind of like check, certain boxes, you know what I mean, and be like, oh, we have representation in this movie. And she was like a cute actor, really funny, really charming. Whenever she would speak Spanish, it was like super funny, you know what I mean? She was like, "It's the way." I thought that was fucking hilarious. And
she did a great job. She killed it.
She was cool, man. And again, in typical Sam Raimi fashion, I like that he stuck to like all the little detail. Every time she would like punch anything, even that glass, when she punched it, it was like in the shape of a star. I thought that was so fucking cool, man.
Yeah, what do you think about her like origin story? You know
her origin story much like a lot of the superheroes, is like laughably fucking stupid. Like her origin story is like super dumb. Like, you know, the whole idea, it's fucked up and funny at the same time because she like murdered her parents. Like Doctor Strange tried to be like on the light side and he'd be like, "You're gonna see them one day," but everybody in the audience was like, "She's not." Like yeah, like they're never coming back. Those fucking mama and papa or mama are never coming home. Those mamas are never coming.
Yeah, Doctor Strange was like, each place that you took us was right where we needed to be, and I was like, I don't think that one was.
Yeah, even she was like, I know you're trying to make me. Even America Chavez was like, I know you're trying to make me feel better. She's like, but don't fucking talk down to me like I'm an idiot, Doctor.
She almost bought it for a second. She was like,
well, remember she said, right? Yeah. Well, that was funny. Even the movie called it out too. She was like, "You're good." She was like, "You're good." Remember, she was like, "Oh, you're good." He was like, "Thanks." He was just like, "Thanks." Yeah. Like I thought that was cool. The one thing I can say about this movie is like it feels weird even saying this, but like a lot of the times, like these comic book movies are like scared to be comic book movies. Not Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That movie was like almost too comic booky at some points.
Bro, that shit had zombies. That shit had demons. That shit had monsters.
Yeah,
this shit had
it was
all
a
kinds
fucking
of
fun ride.
Crazy death scenes and like crazy murder scenes. You know what I'm saying?
There is some scenes that were a little corny, like whenever he was fighting against the evil Doctor Strange, like that whole music battle was like really corny. Like it's creative, but that was typical Sam Raimi like shit where you're like, you went a little too far with that. Like you know,
yeah, that shit was trash. That shit was hella trash.
And the third eye looking like a butthole right here on the top. That's just it's just too silly. There's some stuff that doesn't translate well to like movies, and that's one of them. That just looks really fucking silly.
Yeah, I was like, whatever. I was like, okay, you know, but that's like part of like the magic mystical realm, right? Open your third eye, right? His third eye wasn't open yet. He's still being.
So now he's gonna be stronger.
His third eye's open now, so he knows more now because he's been through. The dimension smashing that shit was dope as fuck when they were just going through all the fucking dimensions.
Oh yeah, they did everything everywhere all at once type thing, right? Like she went like the different like he was like cartoon like made out of paint.
Splatoon.
Yeah, they were like puppets at one point, right? And like they like it was fucking crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was dope as fuck. I was like, man, I love it when they do those multiverse transitions and go through the multiverses, man. They see so many cool different stuff when they go to different universes.
Going back to talking about America Chavez, she was really cool, really entertaining, really fun to watch. I really dug her character, and her character could have been like really silly, really dumb, really like on the nose. And they did a good job with her, and that's thanks in part to that actress. And I really dug everybody's ending in this film. Like this film kind of has three endings. You get America Chavez's ending, you get Doctor Strange's ending, and you get Wanda's ending. I dug Doctor Strange's ending. Yeah. We touched on that a little bit earlier. And what did you think about Wanda's ending? Like her, like, do you think we're gonna see Wanda again? Judging by the way, like the movie ended for her.
No, I don't think. Well, yeah, probably. Unless she probably doesn't want to, exist anymore. So she probably just she probably just tried to opt out. You know what I mean? But she probably has such a strong
that she can come back if they need her.
That she's still, you know what I'm saying? She can
be around if they need her, yeah.
Yeah, like that's the thing about Scarlet Witch, though. She can do what the fuck
she never dies, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think she does, man. But the whole motive was just so trash, though. It was. That's I don't really care. Like whatever, fight. I don't care for fuck. I just want to see y'all fight or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
there's whatever you need to do. Fight. Yeah, there doesn't have to be a reason. Yeah,
like, whatever you need to tell yourself to fucking do to fight, like whatever, then do it. But I feel like you know what I mean. Like, well, like why would what would she fight for? She would fight for like kids from like another universe that like you know what I'm saying. Like
the niños
out of here. What the hell is that about?
She's like fuck them kids.
She's she's like one of the most powerful beings in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been through a lot. Like, she lost everybody and shit. So it's just like she's just like a miserable soul at that point in the MCU. So I guess she just had to go like self-destructo mode and catch those bodies. But I was like, they should have just like shouldered them damn kids in the beginning. They should have like, you know what I'm saying? Like this should have been avoided. Like all these people shouldn't have had to die for her to realize like that she ain't shit and she needs to stop.
Like,
you know
she needs to stop. I like that. I like the whole scene in the beginning wherever like Doctor Strange comes to talk to her, and then she's just like, every day when I go to sleep, like it's like, like a dream, and then she's like, when I wake up, the nightmare begins, and then like everything turns like all like ugly and shit. I was like, oh god, that's so cool. But
hell yeah, I was like, oh, it's going down as soon as that shit.
Wanda's whole motive, I feel like it is very like emotionally driven. It is a little bit cliche, she's a woman, of course she's emotional, right? Like that's like the whole thing, right?
And what would a woman do for their mother's love? Kids, they would fucking destroy multiverses and all that shit.
And I also like that at the end of the movie, she kind of realized, she's like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, she's like, what the fuck did I become? She's like the kids that I like don't want to hurt are like fucking terrified of me. She's like, what the fuck am I doing? What am I fucking doing? So I thought that was fucking cool. That she would like, but then it also goes back to what you said earlier, that she's so powerful that the movie could only end one way. You know what I mean? Like she has to take herself out. She's the only one that can take her out. Because if America Chavez kicks her ass, that's like also too on the nose. That's too much of the like Rey Skywalker like passing the torch type thing, where it's like this character hasn't earned anything and she's gonna take out the strongest fucking person in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I'm glad that they did not fucking do that. I'm really fucking glad they did not fucking do that.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't do that too, man. They did a good job, bro.
Speaking of that, when do you think we're gonna see America Chavez pop up again?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Where would she pop up?
I was hoping in the end credits there would be a little something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going on? Like, we got to see what's going on because now she kind of knows how to do her powers. You know,
a little bit better. That'd be cool if she was like talking to like SpiderMan or Ant-Man or something, right? Like she'd be like, "Oh,
yo, no SpiderMan, no SpiderMan, no Spider-Man in this. No, you know what I mean? I was hoping that there would be Spider-Man in here.
Well, remember, Doctor Strange doesn't really know Spider-Man anymore. Like he knows of Spider-Man, but he doesn't really like know Spider-Man like that. They're not like tight anymore. Like he doesn't remember that. He doesn't remember that Spider-Man helped him like do like a lot of shit. He doesn't remember that Spider-Man's Peter Parker. He just knows Spider-Man as like, oh, he's a hero that has helped me a few times.
Yeah. But I was hoping for a little Spidey action, a little a little something in there to be like, yo. You know what I mean? Like, they live in the same city and shit. This is right after the
Spider-Man, like
multiverse.
Was Spider-Man not present during the whole like octopus attack or anything? Like he was like, I was on a field trip.
He was off that day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's like, I was on a field trip.
Yeah, fucking the Scarlet Witch knows. She still knows everything, right? She knows everything.
No, nobody knows anything anymore. Everybody forgot who Spider-Man is.
When I was just saying, like Scarlet Witch knows about like the snap and all that shit, right?
Yeah, no, she knows about Spider-Man. People know who Spider-Man is. Like people know like that there's a Spider-Man, but they don't know who he is. Like remember before they were all tight, like they were all friends and shit like that. But now they don't remember any of that. Like they're just like, oh yeah, like I know of Spider-Man, but I don't really know him. Like that, like that's how they kind of see him now.
I like that on the other universe they built like the statue of Doctor Strange and shit, but it was like all a lie.
Oh yeah, they were like, oh no, he sucked. They were like, that guy sucked, right? They're like, he sucked really bad.
They were like people need heroes.
Yeah, they're like. Man, they killed him hardcore too. I like when Black Bolt just like, I'm sorry. He's like, oh.
Yo, that was some wild shit. Yeah, that was some wild shit right there. That was dope as fuck, though.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I was hoping to see a little bit more his scene, if he had a little bit more to see him in action. But he's so powerful that he can't use him because, like you said, other people. Can't see him. We can't be fighting. It's just too powerful.
Apparently, if you just cover his mouth, you can beat him. I guess. Apparently, you just go like that.
Yes, yeah, for real. He couldn't breathe through his fucking nose or something.
Why did he just got scared? Like he got freaked out. Like he was like, "What the fuck?" Oh,
yeah, he was like, boom. And then that's cool. And then that's crazy that they didn't even like. He technically his brain, his head shouldn't even be there. You know what I'm saying? That shit should have been splattered all over the place,
they're like, we
bro.
can't do that. Yeah, they're like, we can't do that.
Yeah, they just did like a little bloop.
Yeah, you know, Sam Raimi was like, we can't pop his head off, like we can't, and they were like, no, we can't. He's like, fuck, okay. So, what are you thinking about rating this one, man? What are you thinking about rating Doctor Strange 2?
Man, Doctor Strange 2. Oh, yo, the elk dude.
Oh, he came out one time, but I wanted him to come out more.
That's what I was saying. I was like, bro, why y'all throw in like a random mutant in this?
Like, yeah,
and then don't even like he don't even do nothing cool. He
just dies.
He ain't ramming nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, die.
Does he die? I forgot.
Yeah, he dies, doesn't he?
I don't know. I know they did it. She was like, no, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill all of them. And then she put them all up in the air.
She's like, I like you, man. You're cool. She's like, you're cool.
That was wild, man. Yeah, I really like that green elf dude, though. That dude was cool as fuck. Shout out to him, whatever his name was. And whoever voiced him. We got to see who voiced that guy. He had like 2 like words in the movie, right?
Yeah,
I swear he like grunted or talked or something before,
yeah, he went like,
He's like, what's this bitch doing? Oh my god, the visual effects are fucking amazing.
Oh, that's a 10 out of 10.
The fight scenes are fucking dope as fuck, bro. I gotta go with 8.5 on this one. I gotta go with an 8.5.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with you here and give it an 8.5 as well.
Yeah, man.
I really dug it. I felt like they dealt with like all of these plot. They were trying to end WandaVision with this. They also had to make a Doctor Strange 2 movie. They also had to introduce America Chavez. They also had to continue the whole multiverse thing. So this movie was juggling a lot of fucking balls. It was like a fucking circus act. And but it did a really good job, man. And that was
somehow
somehow
they made it work.
Yeah, and that was
this is 3 stories in one wrapped around on some shit. And they did it, man. Damn.
They really did, man. I really dig what they did, and it was just a fun wild ride. And I hope Marvel doesn't get too scared of the horror world and like dives their toes a little bit more into the horror world.
This is extreme for Disney standards.
Yeah, I hope we get this energy with Blade. Whenever Blade enters the MCU, I hope we get like this, our energy with Blade.
Sam needs to do Blade then.
Yeah, Sam Raimi should do Blade.
He needs to do Blade.
Yeah, cool.
Whoever did the original Blade, or
get a good horror director. Yeah, get a good horror director to do Blade. And that's the thing that they need to do, man. They need to. I hate to say this, and people are going to be like, "What? I don't know about that one." Fucking, they need to do what DC does. DC, one thing that they do that is really good is they let the directors direct. Like whoever they have as a director, they let that person do whatever style they fucking want. Like Justice League, that's a Zack Snyder movie. The Suicide Squad, that's hardcore fucking James Gunn movie. You know what I mean? The Peacemaker, that's hardcore James Gunn. So like, it's really cool to see them adopting that, where they're kind of like, hey, we're gonna let our creators create instead of doing this kind of like blueprint cookie cutter type thing. So that's kind of where I respect this movie for doing that.
Yeah, this is like fucking crazy, balls to the walls. Like, how can we push this PG-13 rating, bro? They did that shit, bro. It's crazy because there was kids next to me and shit. And you know what I'm saying? And I was looking over and I was like, yeah, I know they feeling this shit right here. Somebody gonna get, some of these kids gonna have nightmares tonight.
Oh yeah, Wanda's gonna go visit them.
Fucking dark. They gonna be scared of Scarlet Witch. She was evil as fucking this, man. With no blood, it still made it look like she was like covered in oil from the robot.
It was the oil when she was killing all those robots.
The shadows and the water and stuff, so it still gave the appearance of blood, but it wasn't.
It had very minimal blood in this movie, man. Very minimal blood, and it was anytime they did
so many
show blood,
people dying.
Yeah, and whenever they did show blood, like when they showed the blood on Black Bolt, like that was effective. Like his nose had the blood, and he was like,
yeah,
that was. But
cool. It's not a lot in this movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy what they did with this. Max it in here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, all right, ghouls and gals. There you have it. The official rating for WandaVision for fucking Doctor Strange, Dr. WandaVision in the Sexyverse. is going to
America.
be slash America is going to be 8.5 out of 10. Like always,
Yeah.
royalty and the Source Supreme himself, Mr.
Sid Retro 727, man, in the building. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Go see Doctor Strange. That shit was lit. I might go back and see it in 3D because this is a fucking special effects movie. The special effects in here are dope as fuck. I saw it in IMAX and I was blown away. I was like, I definitely would see this in 3D because there's a whole lot of shit flying around in this.
Yeah.
So for it to be the octopus scene, I want to see that in 3D.
Oh yeah.
All right, yo, I'm out, guys.
All right, Golden Gal. We'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.